Children,
Yes, Uncle Noah. Yes, Uncle Noah.
it's adventure time!
Yippee!
Yes!
I had.
Yes! Ivan, you all know this place?
Yes,
What is this place called?
the one.
Yes, this is Hillsborough Waterfall. It's a very lovely place. Javier,
Yes,
what are we going to see?
waterfall.
The waterfall! Are you excited?
Yes.
Yes! Come on, let's go! Wait a minute. There's not Aunty Natalie there? Yes, man. She and Jason. Let's go and see, check them out. Aunty Natalie!
Hi, Uncle Noah.
So yes, I'll bring the children out.
Bring them, bring them. They tell you here on campus. Want something. Come children, come friends, come and sit with my auntie. So long I haven't seen you guys. You have come to this really beautiful place. What's your thing? Isn't it nice here?
Yes, it's really, really nice.
I am enjoying it. Look at the river behind.
Wow.
All the trees and the plants and the green grass. Yes, it's a nice river behind there. And
Yeah.
you know what? This big tree, you see this tree here? Waterfall.
Wow,
Yes.
this tree is an old tree though.
Yes.
Since I little boy, this tree here.
Yes, it is. You see this big tree? This tree reminds me of the Garden of Eden. Do you know that the Garden of Eden had trees with all kinds of fruits?
Yes. They should know that.
Javier?
They should know that.
Yes. Yes, all kinds of fruits. Do you know any fruits? Tell me what fruits you like, Divine.
Mango, banana,
What you like, Javier?
pineapple,
Pineapple.
and grape.
And grapes. Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you
And
something, okay? That's not a fruit, but in the Bible, there are fruits too. They are called fruits of the Spirit.
Fruits of the Spirit.
Yes, fruits of the Spirit.
Javier, you listening? Listen to Auntie.
Fruits of the Spirit. And I want to tell you about two of them.
I don't know.
But let me hear. Jason, you remember what the fruits of the Spirit are?
Where you there?
Yeah. I remember the fruits of the spirit, you know.
Come closer now.
That's right. I
You feel
remember
you feel it big enough. Yeah.
I remember the fruits, you know, is
Uncle Noah.
love, joy,
Uncle
peace,
Noah.
long suffering, gentleness,
Gentleness,
goodness,
goodness,
faith,
faith.
meekness, and
Meek-
temperance.
Right. Yes. You say that by heart, or you read that on the phone? Yeah.
Well, I have to take a look at it.
Your people.
Alright, boys and girls, or Javier and Didi, I want to tell you about a fruit of the Spirit.
Wow.
And that is peace. Do you know that there's a story in the Bible that talks about peace? Peace in a storm. You ever been in a storm, Didi?
No.
Javier, you ever been in a storm?
No.
Oh my! Well, there is this story in the Bible where Jesus calmed the storm. I am going to tell you all about it. So listen carefully.
Uncle Noah.
Hello, everyone. It's Aunt Fernita. Today's story is called Safe in the Storm. The memory verse is from John chapter 14, verse 27. it says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. Do not be afraid." The message is God's grace calms my fears. Jamie and her parents were out on a lake in their canoe. Suddenly, dark, ugly clouds rolled in. It started to rain, and the wind began to blow hard. The canoe rocked up and down on the rough waves. Thunder growled and lightning flashed. Jamie was really afraid. Her parents paddled as fast as they could to get to shore. Jesus and his disciples were also caught in a storm on a lake. Let's read their story. Jesus had been teaching and healing people all day long. It was evening now, and there were still many people who wanted to be near him. He had been working long hours every day, and he was exhausted. Across the lake, it was so peaceful. The towns along the shore were quiet and small. Jesus thought it would be a nice place to go and relax. He turned to the crowd of people. "We have had a good day, but it is time to rest," he said. Turning to his disciples, Jesus asked, "Are you ready, friends?" They nodded and climbed into the boat. Jesus joined them. As they pushed off, they noticed other fishing boats on the Sea of Galilee. Jesus was so glad to be able to rest for a while. He lay down in the back of the boat. The restful sound of the waves may have helped Jesus go to sleep. Some of the disciples had been fishermen on this very lake. They loved to hear the night sounds and to feel the cool wind. But suddenly the wind changed direction, as it sometimes does on the Sea of Galilee. The disciples looked at the sky. "Might be a storm," someone said. "That could be," another agreed. They braced themselves as the wind howled down from the mountains. Storms often came up suddenly on the Sea of Galilee, and that is just what happened. Lightning flashed and thunder crashed. Huge waves soon began to splash into the boat. The disciples had to shout to hear one another. The disciples knew all about sailing and fishing. They knew all about boats and storms, but they didn't know what to do now. They were more than afraid. They were terrified. Then someone thought of Jesus. "Jesus! Jesus!" he shouted. The disciples had been trying so hard to do everything that good fishermen do in a storm that they had forgotten about Jesus. A flash of lightning cracked through the sky, and they all saw Jesus, still sleeping. Sleeping? "Wake up, Jesus! Save us! We're about to drown!" they yelled. Jesus stood up in the rocking boat. He saw the frightened faces of the disciples. They were wet and tired and helpless. Jesus lifted his hands. "Quiet," he said. "Be still." And right away, the storm just stopped. No more wind, no more lightning, no more waves crashing in. "Why were you afraid?" he asked the disciples. "Where is your faith?" The storm had pushed many of the boats close together, and now every person in every boat just stared at Jesus. He was not afraid, not even a little bit. Everybody began to whisper about Jesus. "What kind of man is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." Today and forever, Jesus is always with us. He knows what we need, and he will care for us wherever we go, whatever we do, if we will call on him as the disciples did.
Wow, wow, wow. That was a good story. Man, it made me feel good. You know that them is the kind of things we need these days, you know. Stories that will assure us of peace. Peace in the midst of storm.
Sure. And in spite, boys and girls, Didi and Javier,
Javier, you listening?
in spite of what is happening around us, Jesus can give us peace.
Yes.
We must
Yes.
remember that. And He always wants to give us His peace. But you know what? We need to ask Him, we need to pray, and we need to read the Bible and
Yes.
trust in Him.
Trust in God.
Yes, we can get that peace. What you say, Uncle Noah?
Yes, man, you talk good. You talk good there.
Uncle Noah, what other fruits of the Spirit you think we need these days?
Well, yeah, we surely need peace. I think the other fruit we need a lot of these days is patience.
You're talking.
You understand me?
Yes.
Patience to deal with what is going on in the world today. All you know what is patience? Javier, you know what is patience? Divine?
Yes.
What is patience?
Patience is when you could wait a very
Ah, yes, when you could wait a very long time and you could wait on God. Who in the Bible had a lot of patience? Yeah, Auntie, tell me something about
Well,
it.
I remember this man called Job.
Ah, I was hoping you mentioned Job.
Job.
One of my favorite characters in the Bible.
In spite of what Job went through, he had patience.
Yes.
Divine and Javier, do you know that Job was a rich man? And
Rich.
he was a God-fearing man. He loved the Lord so much. And Satan decided, you see this man, I want to test him. And you know what? At the end, he will curse God. So you know what Satan did? Javier and Divine, Satan took Job's children. He killed Job's son.
Ah, boy, this
He killed all the man's cattle. He caused his friends to turn against him, and even Job's wife. And worst of all,
Satan wicked, eh?
this is wicked.
Ah, boy.
Wicked Uncle Noah. And worst of all, you know what Satan did? He said, I will cause all kind of boils and sores to come up on Job's skin. And when Job is finished, he will curse God. But you know what? Job said, no, I'm not going to curse God. God giveth and he taketh. Blessed be the name of
Yes,
God.
yes.
So Job was a God-fearing man and he was so patient. And today, we are going through something like that, Uncle Noah.
Yes,
Not so?
yes.
We tend to be losing everything. People losing their jobs, people losing their homes, people losing their children.
What about lives? People losing people, a lot of people dying.
Yes, to COVID and
All other things.
accidents, earthquakes, floods, you name it.
Is a hell of a time.
You name it. But God wants us to be patient, just like Job.
God was very happy with the patience of this man. So God gave him twice as much as he had when he began. Job had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels too. He had 2,000 oxen. Now there was more to do. Job had 10 more children. He still had his wife. He had many more new servants. Oh, how happy was his life. He had 3 more daughters who made his life so grand. They grew to be the fairest of all women in the land.
Right, Vivian Javier? Yes,
Jason, what are you doing there? Watching Cocky Cock?
Yeah, Uncle Noah.
I come in there. Let me tell you something about that.